Hello everyone, Crystal here with another sewing technique, and it's been a while, but I thought I'd focus on some really small techniques, and today it's going to be a rolled hem. Now we know this time of year it's going to be wedding season, prom season. You might want to put in a really quick small hem or a circle skirt, or maybe even a bandana, some sheer material, organza, chiffon, stuff like that. So if you're on here and you're looking for a really nice, clean, polished hem, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do this. I know there's a foot attachment that you can use, but I've always done them by hand in the bridal shop. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So right now I just got a swatch of material in front of me, and I'm going to measure up an inch. That's where I want my finish to be. Mark it. And then I'm going to measure down as much of my rolled hem I need, about 1/4. This chalk is kind of thick, but there we go. So 1/4 down. Now really from the edge, that's pretty much 3/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to mark it all the way down here real quick. Okay, so as you can see, I have it marked. This is where I want my finish to be right here, but I dropped it to 1/4. And so I'm going to go ahead and fold the bottom line where I got all my dashes. I'm gonna fold that there. You can press it if it makes it easier, put some pins in it. Okay, so as you can see, I just pressed mine down, but if you have a big project, you're gonna have to probably pin yours. And so you got that extra on the other side, and you can still see my finish is here. So now what I'm gonna do is put a small stitch, half of that 1/4. It's going to be about an eighth of an inch. So it's going to be just half of that all the way down. Sometimes you can get really small with these rolled hems. Mine is a little bigger. Normally I do like 3/16 and half of that. But in this case, I just did 1/4. And so we're going to do half of that. Okay, so I've sewed half of that. As you can see, it's sewn down. And just keep in mind, this is pretty much the first stitch. So you don't have to back stitch. This is more of a base stitch. So now what I'm going to do is cut this excess flap off. So I'm basically keeping the flaps open as I cut, so I don't cut through the other side on accident, poke any holes. You want to get really close to that stitching, but you don't want to, snip anything through. So I'm going to continue to do that. Okay, so I got it cut on the other side. It's really close. And now I'm just basically going to fold up that hem, and I'm going to press it, or once again, put some pins in it. Okay, so I have it all pinned down, and as you can see, I pressed it as well, but I have it pinned down and pressed, and I'm going to put my final stitch in. And real quick, you can also see where that blue line still is. That's pretty much where I'm sewing the other half of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that all sewn down. And this you do want to back stitch on. Okay, and so there you have it. A really thin, small rolled hem. It looks really good, and it would look even better with a pink on pink, or tone on tone, type of matching thread. A lot more polished looking. It would look really good. So it came out good. One thing I would suggest is to practice. Practice is going to get it even better over time, especially if you're not used to sewing straight lines. Basically, well, you just have to do a little practice there. And another tip I would also suggest is, if you're sewing on some type of fabric like this or anything a little kind of shifty or whatever, you might want to leave your basting from the first stitch a little long on both sides, because when you're back stitching, it may slide a little bit. So it's a little easier to just leave a little leave some of your basting stitch on there to kind of help you keep it stable as you're back stitching. But pretty much that's it. That's how you do a rolled hem. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like this video if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and until next time, I will see you. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye.